Hi everyone, I am back with another IGTV video, and this time it is on adulting. Adulting Basics 101. For those of you that are feeling overwhelmed, for those of you who easily feel overwhelmed, for those of you who maybe can't figure things out and wonder how other people figure things out in life, this one's for you. It's basic stuff, but I do feel like sometimes this needs to be said. So we're going to start. I've got my little list here. And this just is stuff that comes to me when I'm talking to people, when I am coaching people, when I am watching people struggle. These are just things that I do, and hopefully they help you. Not meant to offend anyone or, catch anyone out or anything like that. Everything I'm saying is with love. So first of all, if you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling like you receive something in an email and you completely flip out, or you've received something in an email and you haven't quite read it properly, right? And then you flip out. Yeah. Number one is to just center yourself first and stop and read everything slowly. Like I said, this was going to be basic, but it's something that we don't often do in this fast-paced, I need it now kind of social media world. We don't actually stop and read something properly. Like, when was the last time you actually read a whole long-ass caption that, had a really important message and then you actioned it? When was the last time you did that? Or did you just read it and go, oh, that's amazing, that's so cool, that person is amazing? But you actually have that in you. The fact that you agreed with what they've written or you related on some level, you have that in you, right? So stop and read something when it comes to you. If you know that it's important, or if you're starting to feel anxiety over it, stop and read slowly. Take it all in, okay? Because skimming too much is not absorbing anything. And then you're just going to feel even more overwhelmed because you feel confused. Okay, so number one is super simple. My second tip is actually open it up on a computer and read it on a computer and go to the computer so that you can do other things, okay? Treat important things importantly. Treat them with the respect of opening them on a computer, a laptop or a desktop, or a screen that is bigger than your phone, so that you can have another tab open if you need to. Not that I'm advocating multitasking. I really am conscious of doing deep work on one thing at a time. I think that's really important. But opening something up on a computer so that you can address it fully and give it your full attention. Taking it away from your phone, taking it away from instant notifications that are coming through and distracting you. I do think that that's an important step, and just to have the programs available that you might need. So if you get an email, don't respond to it on a Facebook Messenger message, unless that's called for. Do you know what I mean? Let's have some etiquette with being a responsible adult and replying and responding thoughtfully to things as well. Give it the respect that it deserves, and it will respect you back. The situation will respect you back by helping you to stay kind of cool, calm, and collected about everything. The third thing is Google is your friend. And if you didn't already know that, well, now you do. Obviously, you don't want to become Dr. Google and try and self-diagnose something, but it definitely can help you to... Okay, so if I put it this way, I used to read a lot of novels when I was younger, a lot, and some of them were really hefty books. And what I would do all the time, self-confessed nerd, and I'm totally okay with this, is it helped me learn the intricacies of the English language. Every time I would read something that I didn't quite understand, I would write down the words that were stopping me from understanding that sentence or that context, and I would go to a dictionary, yes, an actual book dictionary, and I would read what that word meant and try and understand it, and then I would start using it in my everyday conversation as much as I could, so that it would absorb into my bloodstream, into my brain, so that I would be able to use that word going forward in ways that actually made sense. And today, as an adult, even with Ben, talking to Ben, He didn't do that. He didn't apply himself. He did have a good education, but he didn't apply himself the way that I applied myself in terms of English language and like understanding things. It's basic stuff, but like if you don't understand words as an adult, do what you did at school. That's probably like such an important part of school that a lot of people skip over. You have Google, you have all this information at your fingertips. It's really important that you're just not blasting it on social media, or your questions that actually could be like private matters that need to be dealt with privately anyway. Google is your friend. Please go and do your research on Google and be smart about it. Like if you're on Google searching for something and you're not quite getting the information, or you feel iffy, right? Intuition is a thing. If you feel iffy about what you're reading, go to another thing. Look for a website that actually looks legit, information that looks legit. Where did that person find that information? And it's not like you're going to act wholly and solely on that information, but it can help you to understand any pieces that are missing in this thing that has popped up in your life, in this correspondence that has popped up. Number 4 is to actually have a notebook. And I have this one notebook, and I have a notebook for everything. So I run 4 businesses, and I have a lot of ideas and a lot of bugs, apparently, and a lot of brainstorming that I need to do, a lot of like troubleshooting that I need to do. And I still use a pen and a notebook. And I have the one notebook for everything. So all of my stuff is in that one notebook. And some people would find that like not compartmentalized enough, but at least it's all in one place and I can travel with it, and it's easy just to carry with me. And the power of pen and paper, I don't want to sound old, but like it is forgotten. So writing your goals down, writing your questions down, writing your thoughts down, journaling is so key. That's a whole other IGTV video, but do some brainstorming on what possible solutions could help you to solve this situation. Brainstorming, take notes about what you do understand, what you don't understand, what your actions need to be. Carry this notebook everywhere. Number 5 is do not phone a friend. Honestly, do not phone a friend first. You need to get some professional advice first. Usually that's the case. Like you don't make big life decisions based on the opinions of someone else, or the thoughts of someone else, or even the experience of someone else who isn't professionally trained in that or hasn't actually done that themselves. That is a big part of decision making. Don't trust the opinions of people who haven't been or done where you are going and what you want to do. Big one. Go and get some professional advice. Pay for it. Number 6 is to action or schedule an action, because if you don't change anything, nothing will change. Set dates, set reminders in your phone for things to actually be done. Take the necessary steps that have to be done to resolve this, okay? Because if you just go too hard, too confusing, put it under the rug, you could actually get into some serious trouble. There's not really much leniency in terms of government or banking or even health situations. There isn't much leniency or leeway with you just like blasely forgetting about it. You really do have to be on top of some of these things. So make a series of appointments if you need to. Set a schedule for you saving money for something if you need to in order to fix this situation. Because then you're being a person of your word. How you do anything is how you do everything. So be a person of your word, follow through with what you said you would do, be an action taker, and that just makes life so much less stressful. When you do all of these things, when you've actually stopped and read it, you've taken the time to do your research, you've opened it on a computer so you can give it the respect and attention it deserves, you're making notes and brainstorming, and then you're getting professional advice, you're able to ask higher level questions to solve this higher level problem, and then you're actually actioning it and scheduling those actions and taking that action, you will feel so much better. So I hope this bit has been helpful. Again, tag someone that needs to hear this maybe, and let me know, what else do you want me to talk about? I have a list, but if there's something specific you want me to talk about, let me know in the comments below. Bye.